And there we go, guys. We will have now Mr. Vinchester in a video call with me. Oh, baby. Look. Wait a moment. Look how happy he is all the time.
Hi, hello.
Why? The first question is easy, Vinchester. Do you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me as well?
Yeah, oh, good. Why you are always smiling, man? You are looking always so happy, man. And this is good.
Why not? This life is beautiful. Everything is beautiful. Sun is beautiful.
Okay, well, then I was about to ask how you feel about your performance in Red Bull, but I know the answer already.
Yeah, that was really good. So I like it. But yeah, right now after those like 1 2 days, I'm thinking only about one thing: how could I lose this semifinal? So I feel like I needed to go further. I could. I just needed to be a little bit more prepared. I had a lot of thoughts in my mind that I could do better.
Okay, so you think that is the sync for some reason we are the sync a little bit. The sound with the video is not going perfect, so maybe I will recall you. But yeah, for some reason it's not synchronized.
I'm not sure. Let me 1 sec. I'll probably remove RTX voice, so there shouldn't be any others. But it's gonna be probably now better, more clear sound. I don't know. Sound.
Okay, let's try. Talk to me.
1 2 3 4. That should be synchronized.
It's good now, guys. I'm not sure if it's good now, but yeah, okay, it's fine. So you think that in the semifinal you could have played better and beat Leary?
Yeah, exactly. And it's even macro mistakes, not micro mistakes. I mean, in micro, Leary is perfect, of course. Not perfect, but very good. So there was a lot of things he out microed me. But overall, I could take a little bit better decisions on most of the maps I lost, except probably Mieto. There, he just played really well. But even there, I could just repeat the archer range opening. I think it's better than scouts, especially with Bulgarians. So, yep, I'm sure I could do better.
Well, we have to talk about probably the game that everyone will remember, and you know what map it is and what the strategy it is, right?
Yeah, exactly. That was crazy. So,
what you miss it in that one to finally win that game?
What
do you think you missed it?
I watched the record already, and there was probably one crucial mistake that in second time when I was leading him, when I had like 2 castles, I forgot that I need to make more bomber cannons. I felt like, okay, I will destroy everything with my knights and light caps. So I didn't really believe that he could out micro this with arbalists, several monks, light caps. So I really thought like I will win this fight. And the only thing I needed to make is like 2 bomber cannons, even at this moment. So I made them, but later, and I was even started winning fights, but that was kind of late, and he destroyed my castle. And there was several mistakes. Like I didn't repair my castle for the full HP. I went for the stone, and then there was low HP on my castle. I started to repair it, but he came with archers, even dive into my castle. He killed some villagers, and I was not able to repair it. And it's like a snowball there on the island. So I just forgot about bomber cannons at one moment. That was the first mistake. I mean, the crucial. So if I would just make like 2 bomber cannons there, I would not lose it for sure. And yeah, I didn't realize that he didn't have wood. So he didn't have wood. So if I would dive into his trebuchets with probably all my cavaliers, then I would probably win this as well, because he couldn't just remake them. So
have you checked those games? Because you speak if you have checked the recorded games?
Yeah, exactly. I watched the first and second game already. I made the video with Russian comments, but only the first 2 at the moment.
Okay, because I was like, man, how you can remember all this perfectly? I was this is amazing.
You can be sure I remember every second of those games, because it's like 5 hours before you'll get sleep after those matches, and you always think about it. So it's always in my head, and even now I sometimes just walk in and, oh shit, I could micro better there. I could click there and I could press this button or something.
But that happened when you rewatch. But just when you finish the game, the semifinal, were you satisfied? Were you happy with your performance with the tournament? I mean, if you lost, how were you feeling at that point?
Yeah, exactly. That was a good point. Anyway, so even after lose to Jordan, that wasn't planned, and that was the first match with Red Bull. Even after lose this, I was feeling like, okay, anything. I did anyway. I did very good. So I was. This is like. I can say that I was happy. Of course, you're not happy with lose, but at the same time, I was not disappointed. I felt like, okay, I'm playing well. I'm just lost it. Okay, he was really well prepared, and this is kind of unusual feeling for me. So even after the first lose to Jordan, and even after the lose to Leary, I thought like, okay, I did it really perfect. I did it really well. But yeah, that said that I lost, but anyway, I was really amazing. So I felt like so that was a little bit good performance for me, even for what I expected from me. So that's why I was not that disappointed. And overall, with all those people support me, I was really, I would say, happy.
Okay, I wanted to interview you because you know that in the Red Bull we were doing all the interviews to the winners, but I think you deserved another interview because overall, for me, I love it how you played. It's not only that you also reached semifinals; it's that you played a style that I really really like it, and you were in most of the games really really aggressive.
Yeah, I liked it as well. I think in Power Wars is more about the aggressive style, and the interesting thing that most of those strats, it was more spontaneous. That wasn't planned at all. So about even Factorias, there was no time to prepare. I didn't play any games after the last game with Yo and first game with Leary. So that was games one by
Really?
one. Yeah,
You
I
didn't
didn't have.
practice that?
Yeah,
That
because
strategy?
that was no. I played with Factoris. That was my first game, so I just walked before that day before all this stuff, and I thought like, I know how to make the fast team. Factoris is good, and if I'll pick Portuguese, he'll probably think that I will go for water because I landed Yo before that, so that can be a good strat. Let's try. What about build? Okay, there is only one thing. I know that he will land scout on my base. I will not explain why I knew this, so I just knew that he will send the scout. So this is here and Leary Bath do. So I was I was prepared for this, and I thought like, okay, there's only one thing I need to make is don't let him see the stone. So I was trying to chasing him scout, but I lost this fight because I didn't expect there's a small hills close to the beach, probably if you realized. So he could out micro me a little bit there, and I was not happy with this. I lost my scout, and so this is like a little snowball as well because when I landed him, there was not the perfect spot for my castle. So if I would build it a little bit on the right side, I could deny his gold and probably even more wood. So that could be much better, and my push with even several organ guns could be much more potential because I could force him to make a little bit more things. But yeah, overall, I didn't practice it, and that worked well.
I believe Vinchester that when you study in the university or the in the high school, whatever, if you remember the things like this, you're gonna get all 10 out of 10, right? Because man, you remember absolutely everything. What is this?
Yeah, but yeah, this is probably more from chess, not from studying. But
Okay,
yeah, I
okay,
really like
okay,
to play chess. Yeah.
okay, okay. Well, what do you think about the map pool from the tournament?
I don't know. Overall, it's good. There was some bugs which could be fixed a little bit, like most of the players mentioned in the feedback for the players. This is like deers probably should be closer to the players, or at least it should be in the vision, because it's really depend on when you can send villagers right from start on deer and when you cannot. So you need to spend your time with scout. Because when I was practicing the first time for this Red Bull for Empire Wars, I was practicing a lot of fast castle style, like I did in the past Red Bull, and there was a real issue for me that I was using my scout to find the deers, and if I'm fighting them on the end of the circle, which what you're doing around your base, then you're losing a really huge amount of scout time, and sometimes you don't even know where's your opponent, and sometimes you get deers just in the first second of the game, and it's completely different for the build order. And probably this one else. Overall about the maps, I don't know. I didn't like Mountain Range at all because it's really a tricky map. So you think like, okay, I need to control the middle, but
A
in
bit
fact,
passive, a
yeah,
bit
in
passive
fact,
map.
Yeah, it's a bit passive because you need to control the middle. Middle is good, but there is always different ways to get in this middle. So even if you control a hill, your opponent can always go like one screen on the right side or one screen on the left and get another hill. And it's not the advantage at all. But if you control everything of this, then this is advantage. So this is kind of tricky. So I didn't understand it well. I lost a lot of games there, and I just didn't want to play it. And probably that was one of my mistakes because I could ban Mieto. I could expect that Leary likes this map, and he picked Mieto like a second map, and he played it really well. So I could probably just ban this map, and I'm not sure that he would pick Mountain Range. So that could be a good thing for me as well.
Yeah. Do you think Empire Wars suit your style?
It's hard to say, but it seems like I definitely understand how to play it. So overall, before the Red Bull, I felt like I can win anyone in random map. So I felt really well in usual start, and I was feeling like, okay, I'm scary if I'll not get the same in Empire Wars. But as a result, it's top 4. So yeah, probably Empire Wars just overall is good for me. So I like to play it. And after Red Bull, I was the first time I was a little bit sad, like, okay, there is no more games in Empire Wars. So yeah, I'm kind of waiting for Red Bull 5 at the moment.
Okay, it seems that it's gonna be the ladder also now in Empire Wars as well, so people will play more that format. But in general, what is missing Vinchester to keep consistently, let's say, in a top 4, top 5 players considered always? Because you have seen how most of the people always consider the top 4, Leary, Viper, Hira, Mr. Yoda. What is missing Vinchester to have this consistency, to have better results every tournament? What do you think you are missing?
I would say a little bit more practice. So I'm not really playing a lot. I didn't play. I wanted to play, but I didn't play like any games today and yesterday. So this is like, yeah, today's Wednesday. Yeah, I didn't play for like 2 days, and I really wanted, but there is always something happening in my life, and I was really practicing a lot for this Red Bull. But before that and after this, it's sometimes really hard for me to find the time. So I would like to play like maybe 4 or 5 hours without thinking like, okay, I'm moving something else. So maybe more practice. And it seems like even if with this practice I had, I can reach this result. This is probably the first tournament I really was prepared really well. I tried to play the whole June probably for this tournament. So I was moving everything and just focus on the games and try to practice, play, etc. So if I would continue to do like this, then probably I'll be able to be there. So I need to prove it to myself and everyone else as well.
And Vinchester, practice partner, how important can be? You know what I mean? Like
I think the tournament is end, so I can probably say that it's real. So yeah, I would just say that's it important. So
who was your partner for this tournament?
I was practicing a lot with Villas and ACCM. So we played a lot, and that was kind of equal scores, and I wasn't good, so that was more in my head. But overall, those guys, they didn't always force me to lose when I'm doing something wrong. And when I played versus Jordan the first time, I was like, what the hell? He's really prepared. He know everything what I will do. So I could expect this because he probably watched my past Red Bull games. So he knew I'll play it passive. He went for no walls, aggressive strategy, tried to execute everything perfect. And that's really worked for him well. And I knew that he'll probably do the same. And then one of my teammates said me like, ask Hero or someone or Leary, someone else to play. And before the second series with Jordan, I played like I don't know how many. I played a lot of games with Hera, and as a result, it's 3-0 for other side. So from one thing, there is not huge difference in this. I mean, like KCCM, Villas, Hera, everything is playing really strong. And when you're practicing, it's more about the thieves, build orders. It's more about your game, not about the opponents. So there is not too much to react because in Empire Wars, we all feeling ourselves a little bit not comfortable, like in random map. So, but as a result, yeah, after I started practice with Hera, it was
exactly. But between the Jordan loss and Jordan win, you were practicing with Hera.
Yeah.
Okay, so is what I wanted to ask. Imagine if you were in a team like Temple and your partners practicing were all the time Leary and Hira, and you were practicing together. How much do you think it could benefit your gameplay?
It's always need to be tested. So like if you ask me after this tournament, then I would say, yeah, of course it's going to influence on me, because yeah, but it's not really about the team, because as a result I play it with Hera now. If I'll get ladders, more games on ladder, and try to do not play with like, okay, I don't feel myself really good today, I'm gonna play with Smurf with 2k players, or like if you are there, then you're waking up, you're feeling yourself good after probably walk or run or something. You are getting in game, launching Steam, getting your main account, and saying yourself like, okay, as like Hero did. He always played for his streak for like plus 30 games. So I didn't watch his stream. I don't know what exactly happened, but I think like if you want to get on this level, this streak, you need to say yourself like, okay, I cannot lose this game. I need to win every game. So what you need to do. You need to launch those games and just try to snipe all those super top players, at least players that better than you. So you need to snipe Yo, Viper, Hera, everyone who is on top ranked at the moment, and say yourself like, this is not like you don't need to think like too much worse. Like you don't need to think that it's just rating. I don't care about it. This is nothing. So you really need to think like, this is my points, this is my money, I need to win, I need those points, I need to win every game, I need to execute perfect every game, trying to become better every game. And if I or someone else will make it always there's better players or there's good players, and try to make it as much as he can, so there is of course will be days when you cannot focus too much, but even if you but you need to make those days more. So you need to get more good days when you can focus and play.
Consistency.
Probably consistency. Yeah, it's a good word.
Okay.
So yeah, this is exactly.
How old are you, Vinchester?
What, sorry?
How old are you? Your age?
23.
You are 23. What is Vinchester doing in the real life right now that don't let him play Age of Empires? People want to know a little bit more about you.
Oh, it's hard to say.
If it's something dirty, don't tell me. Okay?
Okay. So there is probably my little other business. It's hard to say like this, but there is a lot of, I would say I spend a lot of times for the peoples. So probably this is a good answer, because I really like to, there is something I need to do like 3, maybe 4 times per week. I need to go for, I call it work, but it's not really hard work or something super serious. So just spending time there like 4 or 5 hours, and with other time I'm trying like play table tennis, play football, do something else, so walk with my friends. So there is a lot of, I would say,
hobbies.
This is a little things, but it really takes a lot of times, and you don't want to move it because this is your life. This is how you get a lot of things. So probably I need to, there is probably some issue with my discipline, but at the same time, I'm trying to stream. It's really harder to play with stream, and you always think like what you can improve there, how you can better communicate with your viewers, how you can make the video for YouTube. I'm not good with Photoshop, for example. I need to spend more time for this. Same for the videos, others, and this is what always it's always get you a little bit back. Like you are there, you are ready to practice, and there is something like video, stream, something else, and you're okay. My day is past, so I didn't play the best, and okay. Tomorrow, but tomorrow there is someone else here, and there is always. Yeah.
This game, Vinchester, if you want really to go full time and also stream and everything, it requires a lot of effort. Right?
So exactly. So it's in my mind, I'm always maybe I'm not sure about the English word. Like I want to be perfect. I mean, I want to
perfectionist.
Probably the same, perfectionist. So I want to be. I want to use all this time, but as a result, it didn't work. So I feel like, okay, I could find like 5 hours today. I'm just playing, so nothing can disturb me. And
Okay.
then like 2 hours for video, like 3 hours for stream, something else, friends, walk, etc. But as a result, it's really hard to focus on the high skill game. And that's why sometimes I feel like, okay, I didn't sleep well. What for? I'll go to play there's hero if he'll just destroy me for like 15 minutes already. So yeah,
Okay.
that's why,
Then,
yeah.
well, has to find a balance, but the most important is that you enjoy with what you do, in my opinion. So if you
Yeah,
enjoy,
exactly. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Anyway, what tournament are then you looking forward other than Redbull Wololo 5? Because I believe that now you might be really motivated for the 5th edition, but any other tournament as well that you would like to that happen or participate?
Yeah, of course. After this result, it's going to be even harder for me to repeat this result because everyone will expect more. So it's always easier to play when nobody expects from you something high results. It's same like doubt probably in this Red Bull. Everyone expects like, okay, you're top one, man. Come on, destroy everyone, and it's much harder to play, I suppose. And this is gonna probably the same for me. But anyway, I need to prove everyone that I can do the same good in random up. Yeah, Red Bull 5 is really good for me because I suppose it may be LAN, but I'm not sure. Do you know something about it?
I know, but I cannot tell you.
Okay, got it.
I am the
So-
one who is doing the questions is me, not you. Don't cheat me.
Oh. Well,
You see, guys, he wanted to change the interview. You know what is this, man? No, no, no. You are smart, amigo. You are smart.
um, be concentrated, be focused, because I have a lot of same interesting questions. So I will catch you somewhere. Be ready.
Okay. Okay.
Well, yeah, there's probably Red Bull 5 because or something else, any LAN tournaments, because I never played on LAN. I played on one time on LAN when it was in Belgium and Ghent, when we were there, and I played well, and I really like this atmosphere, everything else, and I think this is a good way to
Meet people, interact with people as well.
No. For the game, it's good for the game. It's develop. It's a good way to develop the game. Yeah,
Okay.
and it's good for the viewers, always for everything. So that's why I really like LAN tournament. And if there will be something like this, then I'll be sure that I'll prepare for this and I'll try to do everything to make it happen. So right now there are several tournaments, not the biggest. Some in Russian community, some in. Yeah, I'm about to sleep, so I'm starting to forget words. So
Arena.
someone on a zone, yeah, this arena tournament. I think like I always liked arena, and I feel like okay, if now I'm in a good shape, then probably I need to prepare some strats, probably some tips, think a little bit more about it. And this is like kind of like from the past. So I know that I like these days when I was thinking a lot with my friends about the arena, how played it better, was how to execute build order better with 24 or 25 or 26 villagers. And you think about all these little things, and that was really interesting. So arena map, when you are getting inside it and deep in this map, then it's really interesting. So this tourney is a good time for me, and I will try my best there. And probably like other tournaments, if I'll feel like okay, there is a good prize pool, there is a good time, and there is a good opponents, so I need to focus a little bit more on. But yeah, right now I suppose there are incoming some tournaments, so it depends on what it will be.
If there is some king of the desert, I would like to see Vinchester. You look at your face. That motivates you, king of the desert.
King of the Desert, one of the biggest tournaments, so yes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you see his face? You see, that's why I bring him, because I know that he love it. If not, no.
Yeah, that's going to be
Okay.
interesting because I didn't
I know
like
that you love that one.
Yeah, I didn't like how I played in the third one.
In the
In the
third
first,
edition.
in the first, I was good. I was like top 8, I suppose, and lost to the Viper. And then the second, I was not there because I didn't play. That was the time when I didn't play a lot, and I didn't play like 30 games, or there was.
You didn't have the request, the requirement
I
to
didn't play
get into
game,
the tournament.
or maybe I was low rating as well. So there is someone who made it more. So a lot of people were preparing for this, try to play a lot of games and get the ranked higher. That was Wubble ranked, I suppose. As a result, I was not there. But yeah, on the third, I was not that good enough. So on this one, I will try for sure.
Okay, let's talk about the top players. who are for you the top players that you think, okay, I would like to play like him, or not like to play like him? For you, who are the best 3 players, for example, for you, and in which order?
Yeah, I would say the same how it was in the Red Bull, Hero, Leary, and Viper. So I really a little bit disappointed by the Viper, but I would say he maybe played. It's not only Hero and Leary improved a lot, but they definitely improved. But else Viper, I think, not that good as he was like maybe 2 years ago. So
Whoa.
probably at the moment, yeah, Hero and Leary.
But why?
They're really strong.
Why do you think is this happening to the Viper? Why he is having these, let's say, in quotes, problems?
Yeah, I think like I don't really know anything about it, but maybe there is some something wrong with mentality. So he like felt like, okay, I can lose this, and this is getting more usual thing for him. So in the past, he was like, okay, nobody can beat me, nobody can destroy me, and I can do everything. So that was easier for him. He was more maybe relaxed. I'm not sure. It's always need to ask the player if he's nervous or something, but at least he had more clear games. I don't know. So it felt like he's really on another level. And this is not about the players, but sometimes you're playing perfect, but anyway, he's ahead of you. But now it's a little bit different. I don't know how to explain. So I think that in the past he was better. Maybe he's not agree with me, and there is a lot of other things, and or probably just Leary and the Hero on another level. But yeah, I just feel like it's a little bit about how he feels himself.
Okay.
And what level
were you nervous? Are you nervous when you are playing, or when you are, for example, in this tournament that was a big one and there was a lot of people and you were with the webcam? Were you nervous?
I can answer again with a lot of words if you want, or just yes.
Well,
or no.
it's easy to say yes or no, and then you can explain. But yes or no?
I would say on this tournament, no.
Okay, why not?
So it's a big question for me. I feel like I had a lot of issue with it like 1 year ago when I started to play a lot again in Age of Empires, like in May probably. And there was issue that when I was playing the finals, I really nervous. I had like blood in my head, and there is like my hands were shaking, and that was really hard to concentrate. But yeah, after this I decided like, okay, and I was really ill a lot, so there was a lot of things in my life, different, hard, and etc. And I just started to run every time. I'm a footballer, probably you remember. I was in the past I played a lot, so the sport is usual thing for me. And in the past I feel like I was better like 2 years 3 years ago when I was training a lot. So, and I started to run like every day without any, so I didn't lose any days, and that was from like 3rd June to like January probably. There was 0 days that I missed without run. So, and closer to the autumn, winter, I became like, I felt like, okay, every final I'm playing, I'm really not nervous. Like Red Bull 3, I was really fine with Hira and someone else. Anyone I played, I was better. And after this, there was a time when I started to feel myself bad again. I didn't run. And then it came back to this tournament. I started to not run, but I was walking every day like 3-4 hours. And it was really hot, but I liked the sun, etc. So for this tournament, I was like in a good shape. I don't know. And the only one second I nervous. This is the first second of the game when I need to send the 6 villagers on the first ship. That was really hard for me. So sometimes even there's Jordan in the first set, it took like 5 seconds for me to get the villagers and send them to the ship without taking the villager from farm or take the scout or something. So just the start. But all the other time, I really feel myself comfortable, and I was just in AOE and nothing else bothered me. So, and I think this is one of the things why I like my performance. So even there's Leary, I think like I played it really decent. So it doesn't matter what I lose. So the score is 3-1, not 3-2, etc. But I feel like I played really decent, even with being behind somewhere. I was able to manage it to be in ahead. Like in Viking, there's Ethiopians. I feel like he played better Castle Age, but in early Imperial Age, if I would play it a little bit better, and of course Ethiopians is better at this stage because of the bomber cannons. If I would play it a little bit better, I could win this one. And same on the islands. That was a hard game, and I was ahead. And as Chinese there, so Sperps as well. I was able to take the game after this insane Isles game, and on Mioto, I was kind of surprised. Probably, yeah. I just needed to go for Archer opening. I don't remember how it was on Red Bull channel. I didn't watch it, but yeah, we started the game, and like on the second min, I realized there is a villager inside my mining camp. So I paused it, and while that was pausing, we were waiting for the casters getting to check if there is for Krazini to check if there is a really bugged map, and then he realized he has the villager trapped in the woodland as well. So as a result, we went for and of course, as it open map when you resign, I knew that he went for the archer range, and I thought like, okay, Bulgarian's archer ranges work because I can get +1/+1 pikes, and it can be fine, and everything is good for Bulgarians for archer range. But for Magyars, it shouldn't work. So Bulgarians with scouts stronger than archer range from Magyars, and I thought like, okay, I'll get him. I'll go for scouts instead of archer range, and that's going to be the smartest move I ever did. But I didn't realize that he can went for the scouts, and it's going to be better for Magyars because it's cheaper, and even as I killed those villagers, there's a little mistake.
You killed 4.
Yeah, I killed 4 villagers with 2 scouts. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, I lost 2 on the bears then, and then probably I lost like 4 on the far deer. So that was mistakes, but overall, I didn't expect that he'll get that much army. And after the game, I didn't watch it yet, but I feel like, okay, it seems like just because the Magyar scouts, and then why cheaper. I didn't pick Magyars myself? Yeah. Because I wanted to play with archer range. Why I didn't play with archer range? How I get it? Scouts are scouts. Because of restart.
Was that? Do you think that was the original question that I made to you? I asked you if you were getting nervous playing, and look what you are telling to me. You know. You changed completely the topic because the question was, were you nervous? Were you nervous playing the tournament? And you went completely different. You will be a very good interviewer, you know? You will have always questions to do. Well, it will be absolutely amazing. Anyway, I think we have talked about everything about the Red Bull, about the Red Bull completely. You know, what you will change? Yeah, completely. What you will change, or what are you missing in the, like, if there's something that you are missing with the times on the bubbly, are you missing something? What you will change to improve the game?
Missing, I don't know. It's hard to remember something. I mean, something what we don't have now. I think everything is good. This ranked system, I really liked it when it starts. I mean, like, you don't know who you'll get the opponent, and you cannot choose. It's better with the pinks. So even in tournaments playing with Asian players or someone else, there is always a good pink. So the maximum I had, like the usual thing on Woobly. So the maximum I had, the worst here, is the best thing on Woobly. So I would not say that I missed something. And about improve the game, there's a lot of stuff like make the first make it so 0 drops, because my game is dropping like I don't know, like 1 of 15 probably in ranked. So it's always this drop. It's really hateful. So make the like capture rate is great thing, and make it the same into the game. So because capture rate is a little bit lag for me, so I'm not using this. So maybe I need to stop something or something else, but just make it into the game. When you're watching record, you can have a scroll, so you can get there or earlier, or just watch the fight fast or something like this. So there's probably a lot of stuff around the game which could make game better. So maybe like I think even a very good thing is point of view from the player. So in record, save how player clicked. So every his click. So
we don't have that.
We don't have that. So even if you'll get there, it's going to be a little bit lagged. So I mean, if player control the scout, he will not jump always to the scout TC, scout TC, scout TC. It's going to be like, this is so. Just get it fully same as players see it. All the clicks the same. So it's going to really improve the game, because a lot of players will be able to watch how the player is clicking, where he has his mouse. It's always good to watch. Yeah, I know there's a lot of streams and you can watch it there, but in the game it's always better.
It's not the same. If you can check relax it at your place with a recorded game, it's not the same that checking a stream.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's easier to explain. Yeah, I'm coaching several peoples, and it's easier to explain them when you can even show them how they click. So if you're showing, come on, your mouse is there. You didn't click there. Your mouse should be there, but not there. The screen should be like this. You should see these. No, you should see the mangonel and archers at the same time, but not looking at the mangonel and have no idea where's your archers because your scroll is a little bit higher than you need. So and these little things, and it's really easy to show for the peoples, and they can watch it themselves. But there's no this in the game. So yeah, just huge amount of little things. Just take StarCraft, take Dota, take League of Legends, maybe even Counter-Strike, watch the good things from there, which they provide for the players, and get them into Age of Empires. Nothing else.
Nothing else. Check all the games and then try to get all the good things from all the other games.
I don't know. Maybe this is my philosophy. Yeah. Always try to get the best from other people. So that's easy.
Yeah, that's easy. I want to ask you something important. When Vinchester is gonna win a major tournament?
Let's hope in this year.
2021 is your year?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this one.
Okay, but according to what you have been talking in the interview, you really need to focus, because if you don't focus a little bit more in the game, you get distracted, then you don't perform, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm working on this. There was a lot of huge amount of things in my life which distract me, trying to go there, and
because you enjoy more things. Because you enjoy more things than Age of Empires.
Exactly. So I'm trying to solve this. I really like Age of Empires. So there was no time when I was forced to play it. I always wanted it myself. So so I'm just trying to deal with it, and this is like my life goes, and there is a lot of stuff. So I'm trying to deal, and if I'll be able to make it, it's overall. So even preparing for this tournament was I was get my time free, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to think about the draft, like 3 hours walk. And that was what I do.
3 hours walk? If I do 3 hours walk, I have to go to the hospital.
So it can be
but well,
different.
I mean, yeah, I know. I'm 25, you are 23. It matters, I know.
So it's like 3 hours without anything, and thinking about the draft, who will play, even trying to get the game into your imagination, like what he will click. Yeah, I also tried this practice before the games. There's song. I was like, okay, I was just sitting with closed eyes while we were waiting that casters would be ready, and so there's like 3-4 minutes. So I was just sitting with closed eyes until like, okay, double deck, so villager, archer range, not double X winch, archer range, then later double X, because you need this wood for this building. You can't spend it earlier. Then I need to find the deers, take the scout, send them there, not on the first bit, but on the second. Yeah, I always use my scout in Dark Age on the second, on the first number, And in Empire Wars, it's not really work, because I always want to get archers on the first one. And when I get the first archer, I'm bidding it on one, and then I have no scouts on my bid. And this is kind of distract me. I don't like it. I hate it. So yeah, I needed to focus a little bit more to get my scout on the second bid instead of the first one. I mean, control +1, control +2. I hope I told it right. So. And there was a huge amount of those little things. I tried to concentrate and just play the game in my head. So this, then this, then this, then this, then this. So like plan. And I think it's really helped me. So sometimes you don't need to play a lot of games, but sometimes you need to think about those games. So it's else the time that you need to spend on the game. So yeah, answering on your question.
No, don't worry. It's all good. It's so good. A little bit something about yourself. How many brothers you have? Do you have brothers?
Yeah, there is a little brother and a little sister.
So you are the older?
Yeah, and there is probably cousin. He is older than me.
Okay. Are you living with them, with friends, alone? With who are you living right now?
No. The last from December, I'm living alone. I'm living alone. Yeah, I'm just in my flat.
Okay, nice. It's a good flat. It's looking good.
I mean, I'm renting.
Well, but it's your flat. When you are renting, it's your flat.
Yeah,
Well, you
exactly.
are
So
paying if you are paying the
I
bills.
like it. Yeah, but
If
I will move, and yeah,
okay,
I'm here for like 7 days more. Then I will
okay,
probably move the PC to my parents, and then I'll probably go for the rest a little bit. So I'll play Age of Empires from probably computer clubs, etc. I'll take my mouse and keyboard, but overall I will move a little bit from probably like a month. We'll understand somewhere. I want to get to the sea. Really, I wasn't there for a long time, and I really like it, and. Yeah, I really hate the corona situation,
yeah,
etc.
yeah. That's
That's
it.
really
It's disaster
yeah,
for everyone. So
yeah.
in your priorities, uh, what number will be Age of Empires for you? People want to know if you consider yourself full time. Um, or not. Is your priority? You are full time. You will be full time. What is your the number? In what rank you will put from 0 to 10 Age of Empires in your life?
Yeah, that's the question, because it's always number one. It's always number one, but anyway,
Really?
there's yeah, but when you're trying to, it's always number one, but there's like 10 things there. So when there's only one thing and you need to choose like this or this, then it's easier. Age of Empires, and you spend it time. But there's like 10 things, and it's always destroyed. So that's
So
why.
you could say, look, what I like to say a lot, that we love this game. Do you love this game?
Yeah, exactly. Of course,
We
I
feel
love
it.
this
We
game. This
feel
is the
it.
best game. This is the best game in
You know
ever.
what I like it? What I like it a lot during the Red Bull. I'm sorry that I interrupt you for one time, because if I
No
don't
problem.
interrupt you, you're gonna talk another 10 minutes, and we
Yeah,
don't have time.
exactly. And that was 10 hours.
That when you were losing against Leary, I could feel that you was still enjoying. Like you were okay. I was feeling that you were happy with how you played in the tournament, and you also saw a smile even with the loss. And that's something
Well,
that I really love it.
the second game there was a victorious in Empire Wars on islands with landing Castle Age. What? So that surreal was funny, and there is one villager survived. There was like 80% built. So it's really interesting to maybe to know all these little things. But there was like one villager built a search range, and that was 80%. And I thought like, should I be greedy or not? Should I be greedy or not? Then I set it to do not finish it. Then in the couple of seconds, Archer came there. So I thought like, okay, I saved you. I saved you. Then I built the dock, and there is like, oh shit, there is a fire ship. He will know that I have the villager there. I built a dock. That was a terrible mistake. It will cost me the game. But then, okay, it's probably he didn't see it. That's fine. That's fine. Come on, build a TC. Build a TC. The next thing is castle. So it's always in the game like it's not nervous, but you always think about it. And when you are looking at the result in the end of the game, you think like, okay, this villager wasn't fine. I lost a transport ship with 10 cavaliers, which could be villagers. I could not land him. I didn't make it. I didn't make it. And there's so he was raiding me. Yeah, I had like maybe 30 villagers only. I went in Imperial Age, and he's on my land. I had all my villagers inside my TC. There was like 0 villagers working eco. And I thought like, okay, did I really come back from this? And
From
yeah,
the hell?
even yeah, exactly. So there
From the
was
hell?
nothing. Come back from the hell, yeah. There was nothing, and I'm there with these victorious. That worked. I didn't really
Vinchester,
expect it. Yeah.
why you don't stream in English?
This is a good answer, but
Don't tell me that you are shy, because you are not a shy guy.
no, that's fine for me. I feel like yeah, I know that probably when I'm speaking a lot, there is a lot of mistakes, etc. But
That
it's
doesn't
really
matter. I
yeah,
mean,
it's fine at least for me. Maybe for
yeah.
viewers not, but for me it's fine. And yeah, I would like to stream English, but at the same time, there is a Russian community which is growing a lot, and it's not working well for the Russian community. And now there is 2 main streamers like me and Vanderbrow, and it's really so. It's just about what I'm betting on. So I feel like Russian community is good, and I feel like I can on Russian language I can do things which I can't do on English. And probably even if I'll practice it with good teachers, and if I'll get it much better, I will not be able to make what I can do on Russian language. So probably there is a lot of good streamers on English, like MembTV, like others, etc. So this is probably my auditory, and I would like to work with them. I will try to provide a good content there, and I really like that it's growing up. So there is huge difference between what was 1 year ago and what we have now. So I'm not sure, like in English community, but in Russian there is a really huge difference. Like
That's normal. I
maybe.
mean, it happens to me. It happens also to me that in English, and I'm streaming in English for forever, and I
Mhm.
cannot express myself like with my native language. But in English, you will be able to have a lot more potential viewers because
Exactly.
is most worldwide. It's not only Russian people, you know. So
Yeah.
that, for that, I think it will be very nice for you that, and also people will know you a lot more because Russian
Yeah.
is not a
Exactly.
easy language to understand, you know.
Yeah, I fully understand, and I know all those jokes that Russian probably one of the hardest language. Yeah, of course, for me it's easy. Come on, man, this is
Yeah.
just Russian. So yeah, I can understand this is a hard language, but overall, yeah, I know that I probably can get much more if I'll start to stream in English. But this is something like I don't want to get more like now. It doesn't. So I don't want to be greedy about
You
it.
are
So
happy.
yeah, so this is just good for me. It's a little bit easier. It's anyway, it's growing up because there is a good my friends can watch. So there is I don't know how to explain. So I can understand
More
that.
family, like more familiar for you,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
closer to you.
exactly.
You
This
feel
is
comfortable. That's it.
exactly, yeah, and I feel like there is enough on English. So there is really huge amount of people's players, etc. So much easier, much. Yeah, so I don't want to be graded. So I know that there is a lot of people can, yeah, I can get more from English, but I don't want to get it right now. I would probably just make it on Russian, and later, if Russian community will grow up, I will get it paid back. And at the same time, we'll have good English, good Russian, good other language, and as a result, we'll get a great game. So probably this is just a better way, at least for me. So I feel like I'm on my place. So, but anyway, of course, sometimes I'm trying to make it in English because it's always good. I like the people. So if there is more peoples who can like this interview, so I really like to speak a little bit. This is after the day. It's after midnight, but
Well, I will
anyway, I,
upload.
I just like
I,
it because
I will upload on YouTube. I will upload on YouTube, and you check the reaction from people, and then maybe you will change your mind a little bit, at least to put 1 or 2 days in English because it's good to access to everyone. But I like your reasons why you are doing what you are doing. I really like your reasons. I'm very happy that you came. I don't want to make this any longer, and I would like that you tell to the viewers, for example, we love this game in Russian. How it will sound that?
Мы любим эту игру.
Can you repeat again?
Мы любим эту игру.
You see, guys, he loved this game in Russian. Thank you so much for coming, Winchester, because it has been a pleasure to have you here. I think a lot of people know a lot more about you, and a lot of people will a lot of people like you from forever, and myself too. Thank you, man. If you want to
Thank
say
you very much,
whatever,
man.
tell whatever you want.
Well, thank you very much. The first to you, Memp, for everything you did for the Red Bull. That was really crazy when I saw that you same with Neely at the same place and making all this stuff happen. That I was really happy for you and for the Red Bull and for Age of Empires that it just happened. When we had it?
Yeah,
Probably never. Yeah, except some probably knocks or something like this. So that was crazy, and thanks, huge thanks for you for all the stuff, for the interview, etc. And
it's a pleasure.
I would say else thanks for all the viewers on English. Probably this is a good moment to do this because I really said huge amount of words for all my Russian community, which was rooting for me. And yeah, this is really help a lot to play in the tournaments when you know that there is a lot of people cheering for you, or it doesn't matter, at least private message you or something, anything, or just make at least one message on the stream that come on, Vinch, we support you, etc. Try to win. This is really make an influence for me, and this is crazy. And just thank you, everyone, guys. It's really amazing, and I really like when I see it in our game. So that's
A
probably
lot of
all.
people, a lot of people was cheering for you. A lot of people, you know
Yeah,
that
but
You know that I love Leary a lot for several reasons, but that day I was like, I didn't know who I wanted to win, you know, because you were doing an amazing job and you are great. Thank you for coming, and thank you for being how you are, which is great.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Have a nice
man.
time. See you guys.
Man. Bye. Guys, this is Vinchester, a guy that, in my opinion, is great. I think we have talked about many things, and hopefully you have enjoyed a lot with this interview. And you see, guys, I let people talk a lot. I don't interrupt anyone anymore. If you watch on YouTube, thumb up always, okay? Thumb up always, guys.